Leo, good morning guys, how you doing? So obviously I'm doing these before I do anything on YouTube. I'm going away for a couple of days on the 22nd, so I'm having a late start. Leo, I just can't be bothered, to be honest. But so what we're going to do is we're going to look at your general overview for your month of December. This will obviously be on all three tiers, but if you are interested in more, okay, a lot more in-depth cards throughout the weeks, then you will need either the silver or the gold tier there. Okay, I've got a lot of projects that I've got coming up that I want to do for the teaching tier, so I've also got to get those done as well, because there's some interesting facts that have been coming to me spiritually. So let's see. So I have literally completely and utterly forgot who I'm doing a reading for. Hold on. Leo, sorry, Leo, there you go. That's where my mind is at the moment. Leo. So show me what Leo. So don't forget, you can watch this also in Aquarian. So if you are annoyed that Aquarius is not appearing up on YouTube at the moment, it will be. But at the moment, you can watch Leo if you're following me in numerology. Okay. So let's see, Leo. Leo. What has Leo got coming up for December 2022? I think the cards are well shuffled. So you could be in a spiritual divine union or connection at least. Okay, I'm hearing lease to let. Some of you could be letting out a property or thinking about property markets and are on a lease to let circumstance, which means that it's not a mortgage. It's just pretty much getting a place. Okay, it might be a fish, could be a Piscean, but we're looking to get a place. Okay, so it will be moving pretty much. Now this definitely does mean moving. This really doesn't mean moving, but the spiritual message that I'm getting is lease to let. So I'm also hearing please let me go. So I don't know what that's for, whether you want someone to let you go or they don't want you to go. That might be someone in your environment that doesn't want you to leave. But I'm definitely hearing lease to let terms, like I might be moving into a house or a flat and I won't be buying it, but I'll be leasing it out from a like property, unless you work on the property market. But that's definitely what I'm also hearing. I'm also hearing for some of you like looking around market stalls or stuff like that, or market.com. Let's see, or the name Mark, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, or M, Emily, Melissa. Let's see. Lucy or so, CC, Leo. What's Leo got coming up, please, for December? So the Five of Cups, here you go. Someone doesn't want you to go. Might be a mother if the children are leaving the home here. Okay, for a lot of you, you're in some kind of like metaphysical connection. Sorry, I've really got to have a sip of coffee. It's taken me a long time to get started this morning. I've just been sitting here watching music creation, creating music, and I've just been watching loads of videos, and I've just kind of, the time's gone by, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I've got to work today, like every day. Yeah, there seems to be this missing energy, like something that's missing, like I can't do it yet because I'm missing you, or something like that. Seem to be missing you all of the time. Let's see. But there could be a metaphysical connection, which means it isn't a connection, it's just a spiritual one. Let's see, Leo coming up for December. So there you are, Leo, proud, loud and proud. Oh, well, that's not loud. Well, that's proud and that's not loud, that's quiet. So some of you might be silent around a person and suddenly someone starts ignoring you, or you start ignoring them. Now, normally, M, but normally, or Norman, or Normington, or anybody getting with N, normally what I've found is, okay, is that if someone starts acting stupid and childish, okay, wanting a lot of time that a person doesn't have, they close down. Normally this is when a text message comes through and someone's trying to think and they can't because there's a lot for them to answer. Because this is digging for info. It's sort of like an air sign to Libra. But it's like I keep asking information, and this is kind of like you're on a need-to-know basis, or stop asking me loads of questions. Okay, because it can be an insecure energy. This can be someone that's always insecure. okay? Because of their insecurities, they always need to check up just to make sure. It's pretty much like you've been with someone for quite a long while, right? And their insecurity makes them keep asking if you love them, and you do, and you keep telling them, but they need to keep asking. And then it's like this, okay, I need to, because of my insecurity, I need to check up with you first to see if that's okay. And you're like, why can't you just go with the flow and stop asking me? Just, you know. So this is a bad insecurity that someone could really have, right? They're always focused on, say the female energy is always focused on the male energy, right? And always needs to find out where they are when they're coming back, when they're coming home. I need to talk to you 24/7. I have to be around you 24/7. And when I'm not around you just for 5 minutes or one day, then I feel lonely, and because I feel lonely, I need to check up, like constantly keep in contact with you on the phone. Okay, that's that can be way too much. Let's see. My girlfriend Emily, you know Emily, right? She's a Leo. She does this a lot. Like at the moment, she's with her mum. Okay, she's gone to see her mother and stepfather for 3 days. Okay, 3 days. It's really not much. Okay. But because I was working yesterday and blah, 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 and I possibly wasn't able to talk for 5 hours on the phone or message like every single minute, okay, it got to the point where she, again, needed, insecured, like, okay, you're obviously working, so don't message me then. So instead of saying something childish, okay, for a response, it's like an action and respond. Like, how are you acting to create this as a non-response? Because normally this is when someone will start ignoring someone, thinking that's not worth my time answering, like, because it's like bing, and it's kind of like, oh, do I have to answer that? Now this can normally be where your phone, okay, goes off loads of times, bing, 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 every 2 minutes, and then someone's like, oh fuck, I'm working, or like I'm just doing something at the moment. Why do you need to keep finding out? It's because of an insecurity, an insecure energy. Okay, they can't be alone for 5 minutes without checking up to find out where someone is. Now, this might be you, Leo. You know, like they might be constantly checking up on where you are and what you're doing and blah, blah, blah. Okay, but whichever way around it is, because this could be, say, me and my girlfriend, right? I'm an Aquarian in Venus and Mercury. Okay, she's a moon in Aquarius, but she's a Leo. Okay, so we have a lot of 8 energies here. Okay, so this could be around, like I said, one of you could be insecure and the other one isn't, and then the other one is kind of like, I don't have to keep telling you, like, because of your insecurity. Okay, it's a drained energy, like having to keep reassuring. It's like a reassurance, insecure and also reassuring. Oh, I just need to check up just to make sure, because I'm insecure. I need you to reassure me that everything's all right when it is. You know, it can be very annoying. It really can. Let's see. Insecure energy doesn't mean about how a person looks. It means when they're not with the person, like, you know, every minute of the day when I'm not with you, I think about you all the time, and then I need to check up. That's too much energy. It's too much, like, because it's just because you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean that you have to absorb each other in every moment of the day, right? Yeah. Or Colin, or Day. Let's see. Danielle, Danny. Let's see. Leo for December. So you got the High Priestess, someone like myself, but like a Piscean possibly here. Okay, so like I said, if you're on the same timeline as me, I'll help you out here. But it's what annoys me about YouTube. People on YouTube, they get sick to some love it, and some moan like a bitch. The odd one that I talk about myself, but I do it in order to let you know what's in the cards, to teach you, and also to what to be aware of. Okay, so if you're in the same boat as me, dating a Leo, and you're a Piscean, or you're a water sign, but mainly a Pisces placement, or 3, okay, it's like if you look at an engulfed energy, okay, when an emotional water sign keeps putting all of their emotions into a person to stop them from being insecure, okay, the person that's insecure, if be a Leo and a fire sign, goes towards a water sign to get their emotions. How do you feel about me? How are you thinking about me? I love you. I want to be with you. But like, and that can be a constant, like a child clinging over onto their mother, like, and not letting their mother go. And the mother's like, oh, just get off me for a minute. I can't think. Right. So you can drain, like, because water evaporates. Okay. When it gets around fire, water will evaporate. Okay. So, and it will also put out fire. So when a fire sign's energy is gone, they can look for reassurance and then drain the water sign energy to evaporate it. And then you just kind of go through this like, oh man, it's too much. Like, you know, you don't have to keep track of me all of the time to find out where I am or what I'm doing or what I'm thinking. Like, because this 5 can lead to a negative energy, okay? And then it can be a drained energy here, okay? Which means that, you know, the Empress will have a lot of things to do. She would have a business to run, a house to run, or just like, you know, being a high vibrational person, like in high vibe, okay? So gets a lot of attention or requires a lot of attention either way. But you get this in between it. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm not answering that question. Like, I've got things to do. Like, you know, you're at work, I'm at work. Why do you need to, you know, why can't we talk? Like me, I can't stand texting, Leo. I fucking hate texts. Can't stand it. I hate texting. I like, just like, you know, I'll speak to you on the phone, but like, why can't you wait till later? Like, you know, I'm at work, you're at work. I'm going to see you later. So let's, you know, there shouldn't really be too much bing, bing, binging, right? Constantly all the time between the time when you go to work, okay, and then you come home, okay? So there shouldn't be a lot of that. And I do notice some people, they get really fucking annoyed when they're at work that you're not answering because you're at work. But keep fucking, you know, get on with your work. You know, get on with your work. Get on with your life. Do things in your life and stop thinking about me all the time. Okay, and then we'll just talk later. You know, we'll talk later. You know, it's like this person thinks a lot about, like, it's not a self-sabotaged energy. It can become that. Because it's an insecurity, you see. Their insecure self needs to keep checking up that the person isn't cheating or lying, maybe. Or, where are they? You know, I haven't heard from you in 2 hours. And I just got worried that I haven't heard from you. It's like a mother to a child, you know. I haven't heard from you in an hour. Okay, it was like, fuck me, bruv. It's only an hour. We've got the rest of our lives to spend together. You know, and it's like that through this reading, Leo. Because there's a couple here. There's definitely a couple here. Now there's a spiritual one that is connected to this, maybe, that could relate to anybody in a third party. Yeah, because you've got spiritual divine energies, psychic hits, blah blah blah, messages, you know, tarot card readers or readings, or watching them, picking up downloads of information, learning music, very music intoriate stuff here. Okay. But this is kind of like this make it or break it, like stop talking, stop talking. This is kind of like I would rather see your face and talk to you face to face and be there than what I would keep text messaging. Text messaging takes up a lot of energy and a lot of time. If you guys have a business to run, okay, and you're thinking of something, because I have ADD, if I'm working and I have to stop, like I find a phone as a very big distraction, a phone. When your phone goes off, you have to answer it or think about what someone else is asking. If they're asking you, where are you, what time are you coming home, blah, 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 but they already know that, okay, you kind of get these where, like, you know, just ring me up and ask me, you know, face to face, or like I'll see you when I come over later, we'll talk, okay? But like at the moment, you know, I've got fucking stuff to do and I'm working, and then it's like, well, why are you working? Why are you not talking? It's like, well, because I'm an empress. I've got stuff to do. Let's just meet up later. Okay, so you can get into these spats and argument like, oh, well, okay, then if you don't want to talk, then let's split up. And you're like, what? Why the fuck would you think that? You know, it's because of an insecurity here. Let's argue and then get back together. Like that. This is what I'm going to do on the teaching tier. Is about dopamine. That is so addictive. Dopamine is because you have to be in pain first. So when you get like ex-drug addicts or alcohol, you come from an abusive energy. Okay. Dopamine is what gives you, once you're in pain, like if you're an addict, okay, you get very fucking like, oh my God, I've got to go and get the stuff in order to make me better. So if you look at energy, okay, I can't be without the person because it hurts my heart and my feelings that I'm not with them all the time because I'm obsessed about the person. So I'm in pain. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know where they are. So the adrenaline is, okay, if I quickly and utterly find out where they are and stalk the shit out of them and then give them loads of energy, I feel then relieved because then you've relieved me from this stress that I'm under. So it's an addictive energy. You have to be in pain, you get an adrenaline spike, and then when you've got your adrenaline spike, you've got your drug, and then you go back down again, okay? So it's raised up you, but it's depleted the other person's energy, okay? So you make them angry. If you make them angry, okay, that's a call for response, okay? So adrenaline, in pain, don't know. Call for response, adrenaline, rush, go and get it really quickly and get my fix. Okay, drain someone else's energy and piss them off because they're not speaking, and then make them speak so they feel worse and I feel better because I've just drained their dopamine. Okay, I'll do that intensively because that works out around narcissism, gaslighting, control, ourselves, thinking of ourselves. Then it also works on fucking money, everything. It works. Well, it's a huge part of manifestation is adrenaline, call of response, and then also dopamine. Okay. Dopamine is the energy of anticipation. And if you can hold yourself there in that dopamine level without acting upon it, that's when your highest vibration is. That is that urge to go and get it. Okay. So if you look at it as an indulging energy, to go and get it is like drugs. It fucks up as soon as you've got it. It's not as important as what it was once you've got it. It's the rush between here and here that makes you feel, fuck, oh man, right? It's like here traveling to get a burger when you're starving and you're in pain and your stomach hurts. By the time you've got it, you're full up and then you feel guilty. And then the next day, oh my God, I ate myself into an oblivion and feel shit. So the reward isn't as good as what it is between this bit here is the magic here. Okay, Magic Mike. Let's see. Leo for December. So if you want that, go to the teaching tier, guys. So there might be someone that's critically ill here, but again, it's this, because this is like a funeral and someone that can be very ill in hospital here. Okay. There's things that are changing and they're coming up to change, but we're coming out of year 6 towards year 7 at the end of December. So there's a lot of this anticipation of waiting for things to change in the future because there could be movement. There's transition within the relationship and there's transitioning of where we are going at 7s, okay, when we reach 2023. But this is just representing having to wait for that to happen, okay. Wait for news. It might be someone that could be in hospital or ill at this moment, okay. Doesn't have to be, but it can, because that is a funeral there. That's a funeral. Leo, anything else coming up for December, please, for Leo 2022? So you got the moon in reverse. So there's difficult energy around a mother here. There's a transition from mother to father, ex-husband, wife. There's a transition from going one to another, but still being with a mother, like living with a mother. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here, because the grandmother or mother is here. So it's people that's wanting to leave a restricted area, okay? Can't breathe, can't think, I'm just waiting for the day to get out, okay? Away from the moon. It doesn't mean you're going towards the moon, it means that you are, or they are, with the moon, which normally means a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Life Path 9 or Virgo, but can also mean mother, okay? So it can be something like that, okay? Leo. So I'm waiting for them to move out. Let's see, Leo for December. Because don't forget, 7s is where this starts to play. Okay, this is where this starts to play out. So a trip away, a journey, or physical actual movement from this energy. Now, if it doesn't mean a star sign, this just represents someone's mother or grandmother or parent, okay? But like I said, it can still represent ex-husband, wife, okay, father and mother. Let's see. Leo. for December 2022. So you've got the King of Cups, which is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's definitely in love with someone, but someone stresses and worries all of the time. They're always worried. They use the negative worry. They use this 5 energy, you see. The 5 energy leads to procrastination. And once they're procrastinating, they start worrying, and then they start jumping to conclusions. Analytical energy. Anna. My Nana. Let's see. Leo for December. 4 of Wands, 7 of Swords. So you're coming into year 7 at the end of December, but you're still here through December. Okay, so you're still going through this. But it is about this physical movement into a house or a home, or getting the person to move in here. I can't wait till after Christmas, because this is definitely what I'm doing. We're planning on moving into this 4 of Wands, from this 4 of Wands, from a 4, which would be a life path 4 here. Okay, here, Pisces, Mother, life path 4 here. Okay, those kind of things here still through Christmas, but this would also be a plan of after Christmas when we go into 7s, this would be this way around. Okay, here, but at the moment it's this way around. It's still having to go back to this 4, but the plan is when everybody starts to go through year 7, they'll be planning on leaving this 4 here. Okay. So at the moment, you're still going around the merry-go-round of having to keep coming to and from. This might be a couple with a relationship that come to and from work, husband and wife, and it can also mean someone that's dating a person, but they don't live together, but they're looking for their own place here. Could be a place, could be a fish here. Looking for their own place. You'll see it because there's a lot of Pisceans that doing that. Okay. But that will not happen until 7s. I very much doubt that, because you'll be delayed. You'll be delayed. Okay, if you're planning it right now before Christmas and trying to rush it, you need to not try and rush it. It will happen in year 7. 7s is the Chariot, the Tower, so on and so forth. So new beginnings, fresh start, moving country, house, home, blah blah blah. Leaving the 4 of Wands, going towards the 4 of Wands. Okay. So, you know, that can be new relationships, new foundations, same relationship, leaving the 6 of Cups, you know, families, mothers and fathers being left, children moving out, you know, all of that sort of stuff, divorces all starting to come true, leaving, you know, new foundation, new job, new house, new home, new start. What's the 8 of Cups? Because globally, between 1 and 7 is the awakening and the relationship of the 7th house. So, you know, all in between that will change. the 8 of Cups. So 3, we're just waiting for change, and I'm waiting for Temperance, to the King of Cups. So someone's definitely in love with someone here. Okay, spiritual divine third party is here for you guys if you're in one. But someone's definitely in a relationship here. 5 of Cups, but you get the feminine energy here that also feels down. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Jesus Christ, man, that's what I'm saying. Someone here starts to play stupid games with the King of Cups. I wouldn't do that if that's you, Leo. Right. Just so happens my girlfriend's a life path 5. Okay. So a lot of insecurities, a lot of thinking about me constantly all the time of this King of Cups, guys. Okay, because they're both facing the King of Cups. Now, if you're really fucking annoyed and you're arguing with someone, don't keep arguing them. Just leave them, you know, leave them be. Stop keep arguing with the person. But like here, this is so here, like it's a spiritual divine connection, but this is also, I'm getting really pissed off with the twin flame not accepting me. You know, don't do that, right? Because you're fucking up. What you're realizing is that you're addicted to dopamine. Okay, you're addicted to dopamine, which means I've got to have it now, and if I don't have it now, I can't handle that urge between the time gap of metaphysics. There is so much to go over on the teachings here. Okay, because again, dopamine is also metaphysical. Okay, so again, dopamine will play a huge role in your twin flame energies of like being patient. Okay. Because it's action response, it's like Everything, adrenaline rushes. It's like the rush to drain a person's energy because I need an energy fix, you know, because I need a dopamine hit that's false, you know, true or false, you know. I can't stand being left in the dark or left alone or not knowing where you are or what you're doing, or, you know, it's too much energy. It drains the King of Cups, you see, fire and water. Fire, open, water, well, open or fixed, really, or cardinal. But again, it's a drained energy. What's the Knight of Cups? Knight of Cups. Because it can make people fear, you see. That can also relate to like control, is fear of not having dopamine. And a narcissist can also not have it because they can also call for the action of response to get someone else's dopamine, you know, because they can't feel it. Okay, it's like living a life that's clean on my own, you know, without the need of others or an addictive substance. What's the Tower? Why is the Strength here for? Sorry. Yeah, so someone starts to relate to like, I just need you to like reassure me because I'm getting paranoid, I'm getting worried, I'm getting so fucking het up in my mind now that I'm thinking about you constantly. Now I need your security. I need, and then you go back to these childish ways of like, oh, okay. You know, it's like me, my girlfriend's called Emily. I call her Emma, right? Emily and Emma, okay? Because I think she has a multiple personality disorder, right? So I'm like, okay, I love it when Emily's around, but Jesus Christ, do we have to have a visit from Emma? Because this is Emma. This is Emily, but this is Emma. Okay, so I'm kind of like, oh, Jesus Christ. So show me what Emma is doing. Show me Page of Cups. Why is the Page of Cups there? Yeah. So now it's kind of like, oh, now I've just got you to respond. Now I can get your attention again, and we can now go back to just me and you, and nobody else in life, just me and you. You know, the life has to happen as well, Leo, right? Life has to happen as well. You know, you can't be around your partner all of the time. Okay, what's the High Priestess for? Yeah, it's because this person's working. Where are they? What are they doing? Working. Oh my God, man. If this is you, Leo, fucking stop doing it, right? Because I get it in the ear roll from a Leo, right here. Where is this person when I don't know where they are? They're at work, God damn it. If they're not answering their phone, it's because they're working. Me, I'm paranoid to shit now because Emily sent me a message just before I started this, letting me know that there was a fire where she was sleeping at her mum's. Not the house, but outside. Okay, that was 32 minutes ago. I haven't answered it yet. Okay, we can get into so many fucking arguments because I'm doing this. I'm working right here. What does this mean? Why is this person not answering? It's because they're at work. They're at work. Okay. You know, the childish stuff that people can get into over these fucking arguments here is ridiculous. Like, it really is. You wouldn't fucking get a child questioning, like, you know, well, they might. Why does my dad always work? Well, you know, you give birth to a person and then life is fucking working. That's what it is. You know, the Empress. The Empress. Yeah, because they've got a business to run. They're a masculine energy. They've got worth. This person could be self-employed, have a fucking really good business. Where are they? They're working for money. To what? To support the insecure energy here. Right, here. What's the Judgment energy here for? Why is Judgment? Yeah, so clients or something going very slow, this movement, Death card. Sorry, I just realised I've done half an hour already. Yeah, so there's this, like I said, it's this childish approach then. It's like still wanting to know what's going on with this person. When can I speak to you then? You know, when have you got time then? You know, my girlfriend, she does this timid thing then. We're like, okay, if you're working, can you please let me know when you're free? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll do that anyway. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So you got a very stable energy around you. It's just you got this tit for tat. Seven of Pentacles, getting annoyed with the other person for not conforming to what the other person wants when they want the person. That's why this energy is so important. The High Priestess with the work energy. Ten of Wands. So again, this Knight of Swords then starts arguing with the mother, and then all of a sudden you think, oh, okay, my love life's going okay, and then bam, the mother comes in to say something here, starts going batshit crazy here. This is someone that's ignoring this energy here because they're both in reverse. It's a burden to carry here. It's like I'm being tracked by this person and then also being tracked and asked by this person too. You know, if you guys are here and there's a mixture of Pisces and Scorpio, okay, if they're a Piscean 3 like myself and then and Scorpio here, right here, and they've got a mixture in their chart here, okay, you're going to find it very difficult. You'll find it very difficult because Pisces means open, okay, and loving, but it can also drain an energy as well, but like be drained of a 10 of Cups. But then it can also be personal and private. Scorpio is about personal, private. Please don't keep like, you're ignoring me, you're ignoring me, you're ignoring me. It's like, look, there's a wall here and there are barriers. Look, I'm working, I'm getting money, blah, blah, blah. Please stop doing this to distract me. And then all of a sudden the mother starts to distract this person as well. And then all of a sudden karmic energy comes from the mother as well then. So this person's getting it in the ear roll. So go relaxed. Someone, whoever it is, just be more relaxed with your partner because they also have to deal with this person as well. Okay. The moon in reverse. The Two of Cups. It's around a 2 or a Libra person. It can also be the metaphysical one getting slightly annoyed. What's the Two of Cups? But a mother can also have a Two of Cups with their child because it's attached. It's attached. It's about detaching. You got to learn to detach. Detach can also be very guilty as well here. You can have a guilt trip played on you where you're kind of like, I can't believe I just had to speak to this person like this, you know, because they won't let me go and then I have to force my way and they get upset. And then they get upset and then they start, oh God, I wish I could just be a part of your life. And then you're kind of like, but I'm trying to learn to detach. You've got to let me go. You've got to let me go here, right here. So if the person refuses, they make it worse for the person to leave where you'll get these again here. But you've got this 8. So it's kind of like trying to just like conform to like, oh, I can feel it for this person. So what's the Fool energy for? The Fool energy is also judgment again now. So you get this leaving, trying to work in order to leave. Yeah, Leo. So you're working hard, Leo, or your partner is, in order to come together. What's this King of Cups? It's just that, yeah, it is. There you go. So there's the Four of Wands. It's waiting and investing into the house that someone's in now, but they're also waiting to invest in year 7. Which is new house, new home, new beginning, new start. So where I am through December is the same place, waiting to leave. Again, the same message that come up before. But you're still having to go back here at the moment. Okay. So then you just get the Four of Wands. Yeah, Virgo energy. 3 of Cups, still with your person. Or still going for a metaphysical with their husband or wife. And then what's the 7 of Swords? Is the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. Jesus Christ. What's the 9 of Swords? 3 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. 10 of Cups. It is here. But like I said, right, this is so important, right, here, because someone's being very offensive to try and get out. They want to leave, but someone might try to stop them from, okay, because you've got a 3 again now where Pisces is here. So, like I said, right, if any of you are planning on moving, and you haven't yet, try to calm down on your arguments before you actually move, because the last thing that you want to happen is someone starts self-doubting, actually leaving, actually leaving, because where they want to go and who they want to go with towards needs to be secure. Okay, so if you're thinking about starting over a new life with a house and blah, 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 the other person needs to be secure with the person they're taking with them or going towards. They need to feel that security. So you've got to calm down on these 5 energies here by not making this person start to self-doubt through worry and thinking, fuck, is this a really good idea? Because of the amount of, you know, tit for tat and stupid little arguments that we're getting into. Is that really a safe fucking environment for me to make this? You know, don't make that worse. You've got to make a transition as easy as possible on one another. Okay, because a relationship can be for life. You know, people seek out relationship not to just give up on it. You know, they want to continue on it. Okay, you know, you find a person, you fall in love with them, and you want to continue on that relationship and make it work. Okay, so the way you make it work is, if you are planning on leaving and moving, is to make sure that you're both secure in your relationship by all of these less tit for tat fucking, you know, arguments. Anticipation of movements, okay, is the dopamine. Okay, I'm in a rush, you know, let's cause arguments before we get there, you know, before we cross the hurdle. It can be like this anticipation of waiting. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's your messages. Thanks very much. If you want any more, you'll have to go up a tier to the silver or the gold teaching tier. Okay, I will be having a couple of days off on the 22nd, so if you don't see much, it's because I am away, but as soon as I get back, we'll start getting on with the grindstone. Okay, all right, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.